Hi guys, scrapping in my sleep here with you. Today I'm going to do a review to try to find my favorite glue, my favorite liquid adhesive. So I've gathered lots of things that I would normally glue if I was doing a scrapbook processing video or process. I got out some little flatback gems. I'm going to see if those stick or how those stick the best. My basket of glue, just some paper that I don't love the backs of, so I just use them for white or for scratch paper. Some buttons, also my leaf sequins, because I didn't want to have to fiddle with really tiny sequins on camera. So I think I'll use these little, I'm going to use these little leaves actually. So I'll get those out of the way. And then I've got just a bunch of different textures. So I have some crepe paper here, some twine, and then some satin ribbon, and some little felt hearts. So I'll probably, I'll just tear those apart, and then I'll use one for each glue, each of the different kinds of glue. These have been in my stash for a really long time, so I'm not worried about just using them for this video. As you can tell, I have plenty of stuff to scrapbook with. So I didn't count how many types of glue I had, but a couple of videos, or maybe it was just my last video back, I did a haul from scrapbook.com or a Cherry on Top, one of those. And I bought all kinds of adhesive because I'm on the hunt to find one that I actually like. I had mentioned that I'd gotten this art glitter glue, which I had heard a lot of positive things about, but I don't really love it. Mine is super watery. Well, I'll show you when we do our examples. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take out some buttons in a color that I don't normally use. So I'll use these green ones. Okay, so we'll take out a handful of those. Then we'll get rid of this. Isn't that pretty? I just love buttons. All right, we'll get rid of those so I don't spill them all over. That would be dreadful. And we'll take out some of these as well. Let's see, I don't envision myself using, I don't know, I guess I'll use purple. I don't use much purple, although it is becoming a color that I reach for more often. So that will be plenty of those. Let me get those out of the way. All right. So I haven't fully decided how I'm going to do this, but I think I'm going to try to sit down and do it. So hopefully that will work out okay. All right. So let's start with the little bits here. And I guess I'll just write which one I'm doing in which row. So my first one will be art glitter glue. And the one I have here is a 4 ounce. It says it dries clear, permanent water-based, non-toxic, dries acid-free. But I will show you, this is the problem. I open it and squeeze and nothing comes out because this is always clogged, always. Every time I open it, it's clogged. But once I get that out of there, which I don't usually do with my fingers, so. Okay, it's not gonna cooperate with me now. Normally I turn it over and it just runs out of the bottle. I think I have enough glue stuck in the lid that it's not gonna do that. So for this example, I'm just gonna put a dot for each thing. Okay, it's behaving very nicely today. Must know it's on trial. All right, so I'm just going to do a dot. I'm going to stick it on there, and I'm going to test and see how long it takes to dry. So it's 12:59, and we'll come back and check on this one to see how fast it dries. Okay, so we'll just cut a little piece of this. This is old. I'm not exactly sure what manufacturer it's from anymore, but maybe Dear Lizzie? I'm not really sure. Okay, so we're gonna do a line right on camera. All right. So I also want to do some paper to paper just to see how well it does with paper. So, and then our last little bit. So part of the reason I didn't like this is because it didn't do a fine line. So I couldn't do twine and things like that. Today it's doing pretty well, but normally if I turn this over, it all just runs out. I should just unplug it so you guys can see what I mean, so you don't think I'm crazy. But for today, it actually does fine with twine. So it's a tiny enough line. So I did that at 12:59 my time. So we'll see what happens. Also, I wanted to do a paper to paper comparison. So let me find my scratch paper. Hold up real quick. My big bucket of scratch paper here. So we'll just tear off a piece. And I don't do a lot of gluing paper to paper. I usually use my dry adhesive for that, but for this demonstration, I thought it'd be nice to know if it warps the paper or not. So, and if you can see on this ribbon one, you are actually able to see the glue through the ribbon. So if that bothers you, and also through the crepe paper, which I figured you would be able to. Okay, so nothing is falling off. It's been 2 minutes, maybe a little longer for these, but it is holding really well. And I'm shaking it pretty vigorously, so. Okay, well, the art glitter glue, maybe, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a kid. If you tell it it's gonna, get in trouble, or company's coming, they act up, or they act better, right? So, okay. The next one I'm going to try is, this is Dimensional Glaze. It says a glossy finish, water-based, non-toxic, acid-free. And it doesn't say what to do with it. I'm assuming this is like glossy accents. So, Moxie Dimensional Glaze, and yeah. So we'll open the seal. This might be a long video. Okay. All right, so there's a teeny tiny hole in there. So I have high hopes for this one that it's going to be tiny. Ooh, it comes out very nice. I'm going to hold it up so you can see that. It actually forms a little peak. Am I in camera? Okay, it forms a nice little peak. So it is very dimensional, like it says. It's not like a liquid glue that just runs like this one. It definitely is thicker. And I'm not sure that you're supposed to use it for gluing things down, but I'm sure going to give it a go and see what happens. Okay, I have a little, I didn't press super hard, but I do have a little ring around that of glue there. Could just be user error. I'd put too much glue down, but I don't feel like I did put any more than I did with this one. So I love how much control you have when you squeeze it. That is a big plus. Ooh, yeah, this is very nice. I like this one a lot so far. And I'll wait for the piece of paper. Okay, let's put put these out. We've got a leaf and a heart. Piece of crepe paper. It is a beautiful sunny day in Indiana today. We had some snow earlier in the week, just a little bit, hardly anything, just some flurries. And today the sun is out and it's cold, but it's 39 degrees, but it's beautiful. The sun is so bright and the sky is blue. It's so pretty. All right, so you can get a nice look on that one. It is showing slightly through the ribbon. Not as bad on the crepe paper though. Okay, I'll do that at the end because that's going to take way too long if I do that every time. All right, and on this, I'm going to put right on the paper to see if we get any warping. And I'm going to put this one up here. Okay, it's not sticking with the paper as well. My paper is folding up. So it's not, this paper I laid on here and it just stuck. This one is rolling up. So I'm gonna give it one shot and then I'm not gonna touch it anymore. Okay, that's our Moxie. Next we have the Brutus Monroe Easy Squeeze Crystal Clear Glue. So, wow, that's a mouthful. I'm gonna put clear because I feel like I have another Brutus Monroe in there. Okay, let's see. I think this one's just ready maybe. Yep, okay. Actually, that is a very nice squeeze as well. I feel like I can control that pretty well. It's not coming out too fast, which I like. Oh, I forgot to do the time. Nope, I did 101. Nope. I forgot to do the time, guys. Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe I won't worry about it. Okay. I should hold it up afterwards just to see what sticks. That will give us a good idea. Yeah, this is nice. I like this, the way this comes out actually a lot. And I don't feel like it's gonna drip all over, but I can also just set it up like that on my desk. So that's nice too. Okay, wow, got 2 winners so far. All right, that's how it does with crepe paper. What am I looking for? Ribbon. It will be interesting to see if we can find one that does not bleed through the ribbon. That will be a good find if we can. Some twine, and then I'm gonna make my papers a little smaller because I'm gonna run out of room really fast. And our paper. Okay. All right, nothing's falling off yet. Why is it that I can't find a good adhesive? And now I found all 3 that are sticking right away. Okay. Well, maybe I'll save you guys from. Okay, this one I'm curious about because it is the art glitter glue, but it's in a smaller size. And this one's in a white bottle. That one was a clear bottle. And I wonder if that made the glue not work or something. See how white this glue is compared to this one, the one that's usually runny. Okay, also this one has a very fine tip to it, which I like. Okay, so this is the second art glitter glue, not the fourth, not whatever. Okay. Oh, okay. Did you see that? Like that's, yeah, I don't understand. That's too runny. If it just comes right out of the bottle like that. So it's not just my first bottle. It's the glue. Okay. I like much smaller drops and not as wet of an adhesive. So the first one was behaving today, but yeah, I don't love this glue, and that's gonna ooze all over. But I'm gonna keep it real because that's why I don't like this glue. I know some people use glue dots for things like this, but I just feel like that takes too long. I'm such a lazy scrapper. I'm not lazy, I want to get it done fast. I don't want to do the tedious stuff like stopping to put individual glue dots on sequins that are already so hard to hold. So I would prefer, so far, the second one, I think. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Yeah, that is annoying. So if I wanted a little line for this twine, now you're gonna see my glue on my thing if I used this. Also, for my piece of paper, this is okay, I'm giving them all a fair shot. Okay, they're not falling off, but that one is definitely messier. Okay, so that, and that is a fine tip on there, really fine tip. Okay, the next one we're gonna try is this big old thing of Ultra Bond adhesive from iCraft. Dries clear, permanent, acid-free. It's 6 ounces. And let's see what it does. Okay, it's got a seal in there, so we'll take that off. And I'm gonna have all these glues that are unsealed. You know how long these are gonna take to use? That's okay. They will get used, even if they're not my favorite. I will still use them. All right, let's see. This feels very runny, so we'll see what happens here. Oh, nope. That's actually very nice. Ooh, it's very nice. I can make very teeny tiny dots of it with just light pressure, which I could not do with that other one, but look how tiny I can get these dots. So that's cool, because for sequins and such, I like that a lot. All right, so we'll put that dot on. I did not get it on the glue dot, but that's okay. Now my fingers are getting super sticky. Let's just cut some of those while we're here. Okay. I should have had this done ahead of time. Does anyone else like the sound of scissors? Okay, so put our, that's a little big. Put that on there. And yeah, I like this one. So far, this is a really cool one. Let's see how thin of a line I can get. Ooh, look at that, guys. That's a really thin, that's a thin line. Can you see that? That's pretty cool. All right, so that's for that. So I'm guessing that my glue will fit right on that line. Yes. And there is no glue showing out of that twine. That's awesome. I love that. All right, and my piece of paper. Uh-oh. Nope, they're all still there. That must have just been an extra one. Okay, never mind. I thought we had something fall off, but it was just an extra one. Okay, so I like this one. That's a good one, which is good since I've got a big jar of it. All right, Fast Grab Tacky Glue. Now, I know I love this type of glue. I've used it for a lot of craft projects, not necessarily scrapbooking projects, but I have not had the Fast Grab kind in this bottle. Look how fun this bottle is. So it stands up on your desk, which is a plus. And, ooh, that glue is thick. So then it's always at the tip when you're ready to use it, which is awesome. Now my question is, it does have a little stopper down there inside. So that was my question. If you stand it up like this, is it going to leak out all over? But it does have a stopper in the lid, so. All right, so let's see how this comes out. Ooh, that you have to squeeze really hard. I would definitely want to use this for probably not ribbon because it doesn't come out very nice. Can you guys see what I'm doing? It doesn't make a very nice bead. It's super thick. But it did really well for these little dots. It's super thick, so I know it's going to stick probably really well. And so far, these felts, I'm not seeing any glue through the felts. I still see the glue line through this top ribbon right here and through the crepe paper. Yeah, we'll come back to that. All right, let's finish this row. Yeah, you have to squeeze pretty hard to get a line out of it, but if you just had a small area to do, it's not horrible. Definitely not great for the twine because you can see everywhere that the glue is. And I'm wondering if it's going to be too heavy for the paper to not crinkle. Okay. Yeah, that does not really come out that great. Okay. All right. Still nothing coming out. All right. Which one should we try next? How about glue for glittering? This came from a different shop, but I can't remember which shop it came from. It's from Sullen is the brand, and it's just called Glue for Glittering. Write, draw, make dots and designs, add glitter or sequins. So while it's supposed to be used just for those, I'm going to be trying it on all these mediums. Nice that it has its own cap, right, attached to it. That's awesome. Is that going to be big enough? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I guess I just have to cut that off, huh? That's going to be a really giant hole. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Let's see what we got. Glue for glittering. Oh, wow. Okay, that's going to have to be really tiny glittering sequins. Wow, okay, that comes out fast. That's very much like this glue. So interesting. You would think if it had the word glitter in it, that they would make it not so runny, right? Would you want it to dry fast so the glitter doesn't go everywhere? Like, I feel like if I put glitter on this and held it up, it would plop off my page. Glitter is the one thing I didn't get out to try. Should have done that. But look at that. By the time I plop my thing in the dot that came out as soon as I turned it over, my whole dot is, not my whole dot, but a third of my dot is covered. So yeah, I don't love that one. This one is not my favorite. I would use this for kids crafting maybe. Oops, that's in the wrong spot. Nobody cares. All right. Yeah, this one is my favorite. I do not like a wet glue. I think that's what I'm learning about myself. I liked this Moxie because it was not super runny. And I like this iCraft because it was not super runny. Yeah. But this one is a big nope for me. I will use it, but not for things like this. Not for paper crafting. Maybe it dries super clear and we won't see all that glue that's around the edge. Maybe. Okay, let's see how it does on paper. Maybe it will be great on paper. Holy cow, that comes out fast. Let's just move it around there with the nozzle. Okay, let's put that little attached lid on there. That's a nice touch. And we'll try to fit one or two more on this paper. Let's try this one. Tonic Studios Craft Tacky Glue. Super tacky PVA craft glue with extra fine precision tip. Perfect for arts, crafts, and DIY. Ensure material to receive glue is clean and dry. Shake bottle to fill nib cavity. Replace cap when not in use. Huh. Maybe that's my problem. I don't shake my glue. Did you know you were supposed to shake glue? Okay. Ooh, it's sticky. Off the bat, it looks like the Fast Grab tacky glue because it's very thick. But we'll see if I... Whoa, it's super thick. All right. Oh, that's why you have to shake it, I guess. It's super thick. Sorry about the camera there. All right. But I like that it does nice little dots. And it does a nice line, actually. It does a much better line than the Aleene's. So I do believe I could get a twine line. Yep, pretty good. Okay. Ooh, wow. Okay, there's a little spilling over the top of this sequin, but actually it's not super bad. Or this gem. It's not too bad. Yep. Twine hides right behind there. That's nice. Okay, is anyone's OCD going off the charts because I put this crepe paper a different direction than all the others? My daughter would be going crazy right now if she saw that. Okay, you know which one you are, daughter. I have 3 daughters. I don't know if the one watches these, but I just learned that my oldest daughter does. So hi, Jess. All right, this one's going here. And still nothing falling off. Now, I wonder if this is dry enough. Okay, this is completely dry up here. Yeah, these are not coming off. And I am pulling considerably, like, I'm putting some effort into it. So maybe I will do this one and end this video here, and then I will come back and do the rest so they're not super long. Of the ones I like so far, Moxie and iCraft are my favorite. This tonic is actually not bad at all. I actually do like that. And ironically, even though I just, well, maybe not. I was gonna say I didn't think you could see it through the ribbon, but the Aleene's Fast Grab did the best for the ribbon. The iCraft was not good for the ribbon. It came right through. When it dries, it might, well, actually that's pretty dry. Yeah, that's pretty dry already. So that one is not so great. Brutus Monroe is not so great. For the crepe paper, you know what? They all did pretty well except this top one. And that's probably because I just put it in the wrong spot. You know, I didn't put it in the seam. So that's probably my fault. For the twine, definitely the iCraft. I also like the tonic one down here. And the Moxie is good too. You can't see it on any of those. For the paper, actually the Art Glitter Glue, I think probably did the best. None of them wrinkled up like I thought they would. This one, the Art Glitter Glue, this one is a little wrinkled. Let's turn it over and, oh, I picked a bad paper. This one right here. What is this one? The Art Glitter Glue. Okay, that one is dimpled on the back of the paper. But overall, they're not that bad for the paper ones. The paper did better than I thought it would. And the Moxie is super flat. And actually the Art Glitter Glue is very flat as well. And wow, it held really well. It's tearing off the first layer of paper there. So the part that was glued is completely stuck. So that is the first 8 of my glue example, or my glue study. I don't know what we're calling this. I will be back with the second half. Thanks for watching.